Hey, I'm Susie Hassan, and I'm the Gadget Queen. And today's episode is all about burgers, and you better believe I've got a gadget or two for that, just to make the perfect burger for you. We know summertime's coming up, but honestly, you can have a burger anytime, and I'm gonna show you how. Let's get started. So when you talk about burgers, you really want the best quality meat. And I am so excited because we're using meat from our friends and sponsors at Happy to Meet You. They actually supply to 5-star restaurants, and us at home can actually get their meat too. So when it comes to their burger meat, I'm using their Mother Chucker. And I love it because it's got prime chuck, skirt steak, and brisket, which is a really interesting mix. It really gives it a lot more fat and marbling into the actual burger meat. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna jazz it up even before we start making our patties, and we're gonna use salt from Saltopia. But what I love too is I've added my little June spoon. This is actually from our friends at Monkey Business. They make the coolest, most unique designs for your kitchen. And he's holding the little spoon. He can go around any jar, and here I have him around my little Saltopia jar. So this one is actually black truffle, but they have so many different salts that are actually gonna jazz up your burger. So, or really anything I should say. You can use it for meat, fish. They even have things for salad dressings. And even though it's Saltopia, they actually do have blends that don't have salt in them. So if you are trying to cut down on your salt, they have some blends for that too. All right, so I added my black truffle, and let me tell you, that black truffle packs a punch. All right, so June spoon. Oh, where's my spoon? June spoon. Thanks, June. All right, so I'm gonna put June's spoon away. Okay, now let's get into the burgers. This is 5-star quality truffle oil. I mean, Saltopia, they know what they're doing. Okay, let me tell you, this truffle salt is kicking. It smells just like truffle oil, but it's truffle salt. But I'll tell you what, the fragrance, it's like 5-star restaurant in here. It smells so good. Really gonna kick up the burgers so many notches. All right, so now I want the perfect patty, because what we're actually gonna do is we're gonna do a 4-pepper stuffed burger. Okay, so to make this, I need the perfect patty. Now, when you do get these from Happy to Meet You, they will actually already come in 1/4-pound patties. But for me today, I need them a little bit smaller to fit into my burger press when I want to stuff them. So here, I've actually got this really cool company. It's called the Shape Store. And so you're actually gonna be able to make the perfect patty in this little silicone patty maker here. So I'm gonna go ahead and just shape out the meat. You just spread it into this little honeycomb shapes. Okay, so what we're gonna do is we're just gonna go ahead and press the meat into the shaper. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and pop it in there. Now I'm gonna put the top of this Shape Store shaper onto the burgers, and what you really wanna do is get a good press. You're gonna hear it and feel it click into place, and that are the 2 silicone molds kind of hitting each other, and that's how you know you're gonna actually get the perfect burger shape. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead, just make sure it's all patted down, and then we're gonna show the big reveal. All right, hang on. Okay, are we ready? Here it comes. Here are our perfect patties. I mean, guys, like seriously, you could not make these this perfectly on your own. Well, at least I can. So that's why this burger maker is perfect for me. All right, so let's get stuffing these burgers and show you how that is done. All right. Okay, so for today, of course, I'm doing my 4-pepper stuffed burger. So before I can stuff my burgers, I have to make the thing that actually stuffs in it. Okay, so I'm doing my peppers. Now, when it comes to peppers, there's a little bit of extra work in here. Okay, so you gotta take out the seeds. But you know me, guys, this is the Gadget Queen. If there is someone who's got a way to get the seeds out, it's your girl, Suze. Okay, so we're gonna take all these peppers and go ahead and de-seed them. Now this one that I'm using here is actually from our friends at Jokari. Now I like their peppercore because it's actually got a little serrated knife kind of edge on the one side. So when you're going into, say, this green pepper, I'm actually able to pierce the top and just go ahead. You can actually hear it kind of crunching around. That's because I'm just cutting out that top. So this gives me a nice clean top, pops right out. And then this other edge is like a little scooper. So any of that little kind of white edge or the seeds inside, I can just go ahead and scoop them out. And this just makes it really handy, make it quick and easy. So that way I don't have all the little pepper pods wherever I'm using them. For this, it's gonna be my burger, but if you're having it in a salad or something, it just makes it a lot easier to kind of core and get all of that out of there. Okay, so I'm just gonna go ahead and do that with all my other peppers. So I've got my green pepper, my poblano pepper, my cubano pepper, my jalapeno pepper. So, I mean, it's gonna be a spicy. All right, so let me get into this pepper here. Again, I love that it has that little sharp edge on the top, so you can just really kind of pierce through. And there are other ones too. I found this one that's got kind of a little, I don't know, it's kind of like doing the twist there. So you can just kind of really get in and twist, and it's the same idea. So when you have this, just kind of gonna pop in, and this one's metal, so you're gonna have a little bit of a nice grip to that, and you're just gonna go ahead and it's just gonna turn. Here we go. There goes that metal. So you really get, you know, all of that stuff you don't want, stuff that causes kind of like too much heat. One last pepper. Boy, I should have made this a 3-pepper burger, but at least I got my pepper cores to make them a lot faster. Good to go. Okay, so I'm gonna put my peppers here to the side. I'm gonna wipe this down. All right. Okay, now this little guy is one of my favorite gadgets. Looks like a little clamshell, and you pop your veggies in here, or your fruit, really anything, and you get perfect slices. So this, once you get this in your house, it's going to be one of those situations where you're gonna just start finding things to slice and dice, okay? I'm telling you, that's what happened to me. So now here, all you're gonna do is follow the lines. So I'm pop it right in there. You just follow the lines, and you get a perfect slice. So I can show you the slices that come out. Perfectly sliced peppers. I mean, that's perfect. So now I'm gonna go ahead and sizzle these. And what I'm using today are actually 2 things. These are from our friends at Uni. Okay, so when I actually grill my hamburgers, I'm gonna use an Uni cast iron grizzler. I love the name, it's grizzled, right? Grizzler. And this is all about grilling, especially indoors. So you're gonna get that outdoor grill feeling, but you'll be able to do it inside. This is actually even dual-sided. So one side is great for the grilling of burgers and steaks, and the other side is a flat surface. So whether you're doing veggies, which we're gonna be doing, veggies or even pancakes or things like that, you can use the actual flat side. And then, well, they also have this little sizzler. So if you're doing, like I'm doing here, the peppers, you can actually do the peppers in the little sizzler cast iron skillet. You know, I've used this for a lot of different things, but I also love to bake in this one as well because it's the perfect size to bake. But today we're just using it as a little sizzler for all of my peppers. All right, so let's get the peppers sizzling. And then when they're done, we're gonna stuff our burgers. Ooh, can't wait. So we're gonna go ahead and sizzle all of our peppers so that way we can cook them down and we can stuff them in our burgers. Okay, looks like our peppers are just about done. All right, I'm gonna pop them out. And this is why the skillet from Uni is called the sizzler. Do you hear it sizzling? It's like, oh my God. Okay, I love the sizzle. I mean, we're doing burgers, but could you imagine a fajita in this thing? Oh man, that would be so good. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and take these out. They are ready to go. All right, oh, I'm gonna miss that sizzle sound though. Don't worry, we're coming back. All right, so I've got my peppers and I'm getting ready to stuff my burgers. And we have the coolest burger stuffer that I have found to actually get the perfect stuffed burger. Okay, so here's what we're gonna do. First, we're gonna pop out one of the burger patties that we made. You're gonna need 2 patties here because we need one for the top and one for the bottom, right? Because we're gonna stuff it. So we're gonna go ahead and pop 2 of these out. Put that to the side. All right, now, there's a lot of different burger presses out there, burger stuffers, but I really like this one because it just seems so much easier to use. And also, you can actually make little baby sliders with this particular one as well. This one is from Micers, so it's a really great brand and they do a lot of really cool gadgets. All right, so for this, we're gonna go ahead and put the base burger in like this. Fits right in perfectly. And then you're gonna take the top part and just put it down. And this is gonna make a nice little well in there so that way we can stuff it. Now, you can really do whatever you want in here. I mean, you could do mushrooms, onions, peppers, tomatoes, whatever you wanna stuff your burger with. You get all cheese. When I did this for my husband, he just wanted all cheese. All right, perfect. Now, you don't wanna overstuff. Okay, don't get too cray, all right? You just want it just enough because you have to close the edges so that way we can, when it cooks, the burger patties don't separate, all right? So we're gonna go ahead and we're just gonna put in a few of our peppers and then we're gonna add in our cheese. And that is perfect. All right. Then we're gonna put the top part of the patty right on the top. Okay, and here, I'm gonna just go ahead and press that down. Okay, don't worry about the excess. Just gonna go ahead and take that off of the edges. Okay, now here's what we're gonna do. Now, we're gonna go ahead and flip this over so we can actually push this patty out. So the bottom actually pushes down. So that way you have a perfect patty. So now you have this awesome stuffed burger. All right, so here we go. You can't even tell it's stuffed, but it is, it's our little secret. All right, so now what I like to do is I like to pinch the edges together just a little bit more because I found that if you don't, then the burger just kind of starts to separate when you're trying to grill them. So you really want to marry both edges a little extra right when you come out. So just kind of give it a little massage there. We're just going around really quick. Okay, I think we're good to go. Oh man, and you can even tell like the middle of that even feels heavy. Like, I don't know how much this weighs, but you know, this is a serious patty, okay? Like, you can knock someone out this thing. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and grill this bad boy. And for this, I am going to be using this dual-sided grizzler, okay? This is by Uni. Okay, so before we actually get this burger going, I want to show you this grizzler first, okay? Because it's actually dual-sided. So I'm gonna show you this side is actually flat. So I'm gonna do my buns and my little green pepper egg hole on the top part. And then when I go to do the burger, I'm gonna use the grizzler part. And this is what's gonna give me that nice grill mark that you would normally get on the grill. Plus you're gonna get all that great heat that a cast iron skillet can give you because you're gonna get even heating. So this is gonna be awesome because it's one thing that does everything. Okay, so let's go ahead and do the buns first. So I'm gonna go ahead and flip that over. Okay, so our Uni grizzler is getting warmed up and we're gonna go ahead and start with the buns. Now for this, I'm actually gonna be buttering it with my little fin. He looks like a fish. Do you see this? Okay, this is again from our friends at Monkey Business, where everything is monkey business. It's all about having fun in the kitchen. So I love this little guy. All right, now usually I would never be caught dead holding a fish this close to my face, but he's cute, so we're okay with that. All right. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and butter. Ooh, butter that grizzler. Oh man, this is gonna be so good. All right, so I'm gonna pop on my buns here. All right, then let them get going. And then I'm gonna do a little pepper egg hole that's gonna go on top of the pepper burger. It's gonna be insane. Okay, so pop my pepper, which is perfectly sliced again. Remember we sliced that earlier. Okay, and now I'm just gonna put an egg in the center. And here I got my little crack spot. Remember this guy. So I'm gonna go ahead, getting a perfect crack. And then I'm gonna actually open it up right into the pepper. Oh man, that's gonna be the perfect topper for that burger. Okay, it looks like our pepper egg hole is done here. That's like perfect. Now I'm popping this on a burger, but let me tell you, this is gonna be a great breakfast idea if you're really in a pinch. So you got that leftover green pepper from a salad. This is the perfect way to use it up the next day. All right, now I'm gonna pop out the bread, beautifully browned. I love this. Oh my God, who doesn't love buttery, crispy bread with their burger? It's like so perfect. All right, so I'm gonna set this off to the side. And now I'm gonna use the grizzler side to get the burger going. All right. Okay, now let's get to this grizzler side. All right, I'm just gonna add a little bit of butter. We already hear it grizzling up. All right, here we go. Oh, cannot wait for that. All right, now give that a couple minutes and then we're gonna flip them over. I think I'm gonna add a little Saltopia salt on the top of this too. This is that black truffle that we talked about earlier. Just gonna add a little bit of that right on the top. Oh yeah. And it's really cool because like it has these little truffle bits. So it's not just the salt, there's actually like bits of truffle in the actual salt. So it's not just like a flavored, you know, salt, oil kind of situation. The truffle is actually in with the salt. And that's what makes Saltopia so unique. Okay, I hear it telling us to give her a little flip. So here we go. And then you can see the beautiful grill marks that the Uni Grizzler actually makes. So like I said, whether it's a burger or a steak or anything really, you're gonna get these beautiful char marks just like you would on any outdoor grill. I mean, definitely give your stuffed burgers a little bit of extra time because remember that inside is going to take a little bit longer to cook, you know? So it's not going to be like a regular burger, which is, you know, like maybe 3 or 4 minutes. You're going to want at least another extra minute or 2. All right, so it looks like our burger is done. So I'm going to take him off and set him down. I mean, that is looking amazing. Okay, now before I finish off this burger, I'm gonna brand it because in the Gadget Queen kitchen, there's a gadget for everything and we're gonna brand our burger. Now this one I actually got from Etsy, and Etsy is a really great place to get personalized items. Now this one is actually from Metal Gift Ideas and More without the E on the end. And it's actually a company that's based out of Florida, and they do a lot of decorative metal work in the Naples area, which I actually used to live there. So they make really high quality metal workings, and branding irons is one of them. And for me, it just kind of adds a little special touch, especially if you're doing a barbecue and you just kind of want something that's a little bit more unique. A branding iron, I think, is a really great idea. Okay, I'm gonna get this really hot here. All right, so let's get her going. Oh man, that is looking so cool. And there's my G and my Q. And I even have my little whisk. That's my G. This is like so perfect. Oh my God, it looks so good. All right. All right, so my Gadget Queen branded burger is ready to be plated. So I'm gonna take him over and add all my toppings.
Quality, prime, fresh meats, cut fresh and delivered fast straight to your door. With Happy to Meet You, we help you bring the steakhouse to your house. The mission is simple: to deliver delicious premium meats while guaranteeing freshness at a great value, all delivered straight to your home with 100% satisfaction guaranteed, because after all, we have our reputation at stake. For more information on our premium selections and how to order, go to www.happytomeetyou.com.
All right, so now let's go ahead and cut into this burger and check out all the delicious stuffness that we have here. So I'm gonna go ahead. This is gonna be so good. All right, let me open that up. Ah, perfectly stuffed for pepper cheddar burger. Oh my God, all that ooey gooiness. All right, now I'm gonna put them back together because now I'm gonna go ahead and put everything on the top. Okay, and then I've got my pepper egg hole. I mean, we're doing this pepper burger all the way, all right? So we got the pepper on there. We're gonna do our tomato. We're gonna do our onion. And I feel bad for the top of this bun because this bun has a lot of work to do, okay? So we're gonna pop a little bit of lettuce on here. Oh my God, look at this insane burger. Like, this is the best burger ever. This is like restaurant quality, forget it, okay? This is better than restaurant quality, hands down. All right, I mean, this is looking good. And now earlier you saw me use this branding iron, and I'm a really big fan of Etsy, and I also found this fabulous guy on there at Wood Creations SB, and he also does custom cutting boards along with other custom woodworking. The cool thing about the owner of this company, his name is Justin Cochran, and he actually spent most of his career making headsets for the military. And then kind of one day he found out he had a talent for woodworking. And so he makes these beautiful custom boards. And so anyway, so I love getting personalized stuff, especially when you're in the Gadget Queen kitchen. It's just so me. It's so the Gadget Queen. All right, so we have pink wood in here too. And did you notice the glitter? Hello, there's glitter in here. Come on, come on, come on, give it to me. All right, so we got our burger. We have everything ready to go. Now, when you think of burgers, you gotta wash it down with something. And don't talk to me about water and juice. All right, this is a soda situation, all right? So I've got a ton of soda gadgets I wanna show you because they're from our friends at Jokari. So we're gonna start with cans first, okay? So, oh my gosh, our friend here, Ed, on our production studio, actually, he was saying that his cat is sometimes not very nice and is always knocking down the cans at his house, and so the soda goes everywhere. So when I brought this in today, he was like, oh my God, this is perfect for me. Okay, so it's really perfect for everybody because when you're talking about soda, you're usually making a burger and it's outside, and it's always like a wobbly wooden table or grass that you're trying to put the soda on. So from Jokari, they actually have these little lids. So you pop the lid onto your soda, and then that way, every time you want a drink, you actually have a little nice lid to pop it on and off. Also great for keeping away the little bees and all those little things when you're outside drinking your soda. Okay, now the other thing too that they've created is this cool gadget that helps you actually open up the cans. And this is any can, but if you're talking about a soda can, it just pops open the actual tab. So just, you hear that? Just pops right open, and then that's it. Now you don't break a nail. I mean, listen, if you're the Gadget Queen, you're worried about breaking a nail, but it could actually be tough for you or somebody who's got maybe some hand issues or maybe some arthritis issues. This is actually the perfect little gadget for you to get those little lids open. Not just for soda, but other foods too that have a lid to them. Okay, so these are really cool ideas. Okay, now I'm gonna get out the big 2-liter because, look, when it's burger time, there's probably more than one person at the house, okay? And your neighbors are coming over, your friends are coming over. Now this gadget actually helps you open up the top. And again, this is really for the folks who have a tougher time opening up some of these things. You know, it just makes it a lot easier. It looks like a little wrench, and then it just pops it off. So it's just like these nice little easy gadgets to help you around the kitchen. You never know what someone's kind of limitations are or what they need help with. These are the perfect little gadgets for that. And they also have this little device that you can pop into your 2 liters that helps it from going flat. So it keeps the fizz still fizzy. And this is one of my favorites because drinking the little bottles is really my favorite. And they even have a straw. So here's actually what it looks like underneath. And then you just pop it up and then you have a straw. So you can go ahead and enjoy your soda that way. So some great ideas there from Jokari. And last but not least, when you're using your cheese, they even have this little suction cup that you pop on a cheese bag or any bag, and you actually suction it to the top of the fridge. So it saves space in the fridge. You don't have to like stuff your cheese everywhere and you don't know where it's at. Again, so many great ideas here in my Gadget Kitchen today. It was all about burgers and getting that 4-pepper burger for you. We did such a phenomenal job. This is definitely gonna need a 2-liter soda on its own to wash this bad boy down with, that is for sure. All right, we're gonna keep the burger love going with the Happy to Meet You crew. And joining us is our national TV host and expert foodie, Stacy Stauffer. Stacy, let's do more burgers.
Thanks, Susie. And because you're making burgers, I am going to share with you one of my family's favorite recipes. And I'm going to switch it up a little bit. You did beef, I'm going to do a chorizo pork burger with a smoky poblano mayo. So let's get right to it. First, we're going to build our beef mixture. Right here, I'm working with a pound of fresh ground pork. But I'm going to add to that some fresh chorizo. Now this chorizo is not the cured kind, it's out of its casing. So if you go grocery shopping and you find what looks like a hard sausage in casing, that's not the type I'm talking about. This is fresh, lightly spiced, and we're just gonna add it and mix it in with the ground pork. So first we're gonna add a half a teaspoon of cumin. Then we're going to add a 1/4 teaspoon of cayenne pepper. This is half a teaspoon of smoked paprika. It gives it that real smoky flavor. This is Worcestershire sauce. Did I say it right? 2 tablespoons worth. Then we're gonna give this a little bit of kosher salt, about a half a teaspoon. And then always fresh ground black pepper. And now we're gonna work this again in with our hands and get it nice and mixed well without overworking the meat. I like patties that are about 1 inch thick. That way they don't get too dry if you cook them on the grill. An easy way to cook these burgers if you don't have access to a grill is to broil them. All right, so now what we're gonna do is I'm gonna put these on a tray and we're gonna let this just kind of sit a little bit. If you want to make these a day ahead, perfectly fine. Just go ahead and wrap them with saran wrap and pop them into the refrigerator. Because what we have to do next is make the poblano mayo. So what you're gonna need is a poblano pepper. Now notice this is charred. What you could do is throw it under a broiler for a couple of minutes, making sure to flip it so it gets blackened on all sides. Or if you have a gas burner, just do this for a couple minutes over an open flame. But what we wanna do is char the skin because that builds an even smokier flavor. And then once it's cooled, what you're gonna do is peel the skin off. And then what we're gonna do is find our favorite or your favorite high quality mayonnaise, and we're gonna add that in. This is about a cup's worth. You wanna get that into the food processor. like that. And then you're gonna take fresh lime juice from 2 limes, pour that in, a little bit of salt, a little bit of black pepper, and then finally some garlic. And what I like to do, you could easily just throw the whole cloves in, but I give it a little extra love by grating the garlic. You're going to place your burger patties on here, and because this is pork, we want to cook this to a nice medium. It's about 140 degrees. And these look like they're ready to go. So what I'm going to go ahead, turn off the heat. That cheese is just perfectly melted. Bon appetit! Chorizo pork burgers, your new favorite. Trust me. Now, Susie, back to you.
Thank you so much for joining us, and don't forget to follow us on Instagram and social media at Gadget Queen TV, as well as Susie Hassan TV, and you'll find out why they call me the Gadget Queen. I will see you next time.